Hello everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today I'm going to solve a classic Sudoku created by JoWovrin. Thank you Joe for allowing us to make a video on your Sudoku. And unlike my previous video which was on a palindrome Sudoku where I had attempted the Sudoku previously, this is going to be a live solve and I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. The link to solve this Sudoku is in the description of the video. Please do give it a try and come back and watch the video. And before I start solving, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are enjoying the content that we are producing. So, normal classic rules apply. Each row, each column and 3x3 box in the grid will have digits from 1 to 9, no repetitions. So these are the rules. With that we'll start this Sudoku. This Sudoku is titled Button by the author. Not sure why. So let us start the Sudoku. Okay, so straight away I'm seeing a digit that we can place in row 5 column 5. So right in the central cell we have 1 here, so that gives us a 1 here. Just by using scanning we can place this 1. And I don't think we can mark ones in other boxes, right? One is going in these 3 cells. 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 Is there something going on here? So I've seen this kind of patterns in some of the Sudoku where we can eliminate one of the. So we can eliminate one of the positions. I think I'm not sure. Let us come back to it later. For now, we'll stick to writing pencil marks. Okay, 2 is in row 8 and 2 is in column 6, so 2 goes in one of these 2 cells and that gives a 2 here in row 2 column 5. And 2 in box 4 has only 2 cells. It cannot be in column 2, it cannot be in row 4, so 2 goes in one of these 2 cells. And if you look at the rest of the boxes, namely box 3, box 6 and even box 9, there are too many options for 2, so we'll just ignore those. And box 1 has only 2 cells, right? Only these 2 cells can take a 2, so I'm going to mark them. So I just need to make a mental note that we saw something really interesting going on with the ones. We'll just visit that later. For now we'll continue marking pencil marks. So let's go to 3s now. 3 is in column 3, 3 is in row 5, so that gives 3 in one of these 2 cells. And 3 in box 3 has only 2 options, can't be in row 1 and cannot be in column 7, so it goes in one of these 2 cells. Okay, rest of the boxes have many options, so we are just going in sequence, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's look at the 4s. Okay, there is only a solo 4 in the grid, so it's not going to help much. At least I think so, because there's only 1 4 as given. Look at the 5s. 5 is in column 3, 5 is in row 9, so that gives a 5 in one of these 2 cells. And okay, so a quick glance tells me that 5 has many options in rest of the boxes, or at least more than 2 options in rest of the boxes, and I don't normally mark when there are more than 2 options for a digit. Let's go to the 6 now. 6, there are many 6 in the grid, so 6 in one of these 2 cells will be in box 2. Okay, so 6 in column 7 goes here. Just using scanning we can make that. 6 is in these 3 cells, 6 is in these 4 cells in box 5. Okay, that's about it. Let's go to the 7s. So 7 goes in one of these 2 cells, can't be in column 4, cannot be in column 5, cannot be in row 3, goes here. And 7 in box 7 has to be here. There is a 7 in row 7, 7 in column 1. And in other boxes, this box has many options. Okay, there are many options for 7, more than 2 options for 7 in other boxes. Let's go to 8s now. 8 is in row 2, row 3, so that gives an 8 here. So I'm trying to make my approach as systematic as possible. So normally I don't solve Sudoku this way, going by ones, twos, threes, fours, but I just felt that maybe in this Sudoku will try that way. So 8 is in column 8 and 9, so that gives an 8 here, and that has given us a pair. That's really nice. So 6, 8 is in this cell and 6, 8 is in this cell, which means that this is a locked pair. 6 and 8 can go only in these two cells in box 6. So 8 is done here. 8 can't be here. 8 cannot be here. 8 has many options. Okay, that's all. So let's go to the 9s now. 9, there are only 2 9s in the grid. 9 cannot be in row 9. 9 cannot be in column 7. So 9 goes in one of these two cells. And again 9 goes in one of these two cells in box 1. Just, I think it's symmetrically opposite, right? So this row 9 column 8 is symmetric to this cell. By symmetric I mean if you rotate this grid 180 degree, this cell will exactly come down to this cell, right? So you have 9s in exactly symmetric cells in boxes 1 and 9. Okay, so we are done with corner pencil marking here. So I'll switch over to center marking now. So in column 5 we have 6 givens and digits. So we can pencil mark the rest of the digits 1, 2, 3, 8 and 6 and 7. So the rest must be 4, 5 and 9. So there are not many places that look appealing in the Sudoku. Maybe row 1, we'll look at row 1. So we have 1, 3, 6, 9 here in row 1 and 4 and 7 in box 1. So these two cells are constrained. They can only be 2, 5 and 8. And this cell cannot be a 2. So this is 5, 8. And this would be 2, 5, 8. And if we come over to row 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 8 and 6 and 7 in row 3. So these two cells are restricted, can only be 4, 5 and 9. Okay, let's look at column 7. We marked a pair, we haven't made much use of that. 3, 6, 8, 5 and 9. So we need to fill in 1, 2, 4 and 7. This cell can't be 7, so that's 1, 2, 4. This can't be 2, this is 1, 4, 7. This can't be 2, this is 1, 4, 7, and this would be 1, 2 and 4. Okay, let's look at row 9 now. So we have 1, 5, 6, 9 as givens, and 2 cannot be in these two cells. So the remaining digits are 3, 4, 7, 8. 7 cannot go here, that's a 3, 4, 8, and 4 cannot go here, that's a 3, 7, 8. So what have we got in here? Sudoku is very sparse in clues, and there are many areas which are completely vacant. For example, look at these cells. These cells are completely vacant and there's not much givens to define them easily. So we can't even candidate them. What do I do here? So we were looking at something at the start, right? So these three cells, or the position of ones in boxes 1, box 3, box 7 and box 9, right? So I've seen this kind of pattern somewhere where if this digit is this cell is that digit, then some contradiction happens. Let's see, I'm not sure. So if this is yellow, right? I mean by yellow I mean if this cell is 1, the one in box 7 goes into this cell, the one in box 9 goes into this cell, and now you'll notice that box 3 does not have a position for 1. It cannot be in column 7, it cannot be in row 3. So this is what I just remembered. So we can make use of that maybe. Right, so these cells are not 1. So 1 is going in one of these two cells. The same idea is here. So if you have a 1 here, 1 goes here, 1 goes here, and you can't have 1 in this box. So which means this is not 1, that's 2 and 4. And similarly, this is not 1, this is 2 and 4. Beautiful, guys. This is the intended step, I think, because we have got a pair. Not so easy to see, but a really beautiful step. I don't know how I remember this, but it seemed to strike me that this, this kind of pattern. I'm not sure how I remembered. I've seen this previously, maybe. So that's how I remembered this. So we got a 2-4 pair. So that allows us to mark a 1-7 pair. So we have a 1-7 here. And this is also not a 1, right? So it cannot be 2-6-9. It cannot be 1-7-8. It cannot be 5. So this is 3 and 4. Let me check that once again. It cannot be 2-6-9. It cannot be 1-5-7-8. So this would be 3 and 4. Yes, that is for sure. And this cell is also not a 1 because we just pencil mark 1 here. 4-6-7 and 5-8-9 and 1. 4-6-7, 1-5-8 and 9. So that's a 2 and 3, guys, right? So this is 2 and 3. So which means we'll just corner pencil mark ones here, ones go here, ones go here, right? What have we got now? Okay, even these two cells are appearing a little bit. I know candidates are lower. Let's focus on them. We have 4-6-7 here and 2 and 8 in row 2. So the remaining digits are 1-3-5 and 9. In column 3 we have a 5 and 9. So that's 1 and 3. And this one is 3-5-9, right? So these are very useful pencil marks, I feel, because we just got a bi-value candidate. And there are lots of bi-value candidates in the grid. Oh, okay. I was actually thinking that this is a Y-wing, but this is not actually a Y-wing, right? So for guys who are hearing this term for the first time, a Y-wing is nothing but you means notice 3 cells which have exactly 2 candidates in them, and those 2 candidates are some permutations of 3 possible digits. So for example, if we have, let's say, 2-4 here, maybe a 2-3 here and 3-4 here, instead of 2-4, if we had a 2-3 here, oh, why do I need to artificially assume there is actually a Y-wing, guys? So I'm going to explain you guys with the actual Y-wing. So just as I was looking at this, I noticed that there is a 2-3 here. So that's awesome. So this is the Y-wing that I'm going to explain you. So we need to narrow down 3 cells spread across 2 boxes or 3 boxes, right? Sometimes even 3 boxes. So in this case, for example, we have 3 boxes where the Y-wing is spread across. So all these 3 cells must be bi-value candidates of some 3 digits. So the 3 digits here are 2, 3 and 4. You will notice that this is 2 and 3, this is 2 and 4, and this is 3 and 4. So it must be of the pattern AB, BC and AC. For example, you cannot have a 2-3 here and a 2-3 here and try to form a Y-wing. That is not possible. So all of them must form a different permutation. So when you have such a case, you need to identify which is the hinge cell. So in this case, if you look at closely, this cell is the hinge cell. And why do we call this the hinge cell? Because this is seeing both of these cells. This cell is seeing both of these cells. If you look at this cell, these 2 cells are called the wing cells. So they are not able to see the other 2 cells. For example, this cell does not have any effect on this cell, and this cell, row 3 column 7, does not have any effect on this cell. So these are the wing cells. So when you identify such a pattern, the digit which is common between the wing cells, so row 3 column 7 and row 7 column 3, right, you'll notice that the digit which is common is 4. It can be removed from the cell which is seeing both of these cells. So this cell, if you look at, I'll highlight in pink maybe. So this is seeing both of those cells. So for example, if this cell is a 4, look what happens. This becomes 2, that becomes 3. And now you can't have any value in row 3 column 3. Really beautiful Y-wing, guys. And how did this Y-wing get formed first? Because we eliminated 1 from those cells. What a Sudoku, really beautiful. No better way to hide a Y-wing within a very tough deduction. Awesome, really awesome. So this is not a 4 because we just saw what happens if that's a 4. So we'll remove the 4 from there. This becomes 2 now. So this becomes 4 now. That okay, that's all. The Y-wing stops there. And let's see if this 2 is giving us something. Okay, we got a 2 now. So we're getting a 2 here. And this 2 is helping us, because in row 9 now you can't have 8 in these two cells, so 8 goes here, right? 8 cannot be in these two cells, so 8 goes here, and 8 is now pushed here. Awesome guys, awesome Sudoku, really. JoWovrin, hats off, really beautiful Sudoku. If I had not noticed that the 1 could be removed from this cell, this vibing could never have been spotted. Awesome Sudoku. I'm really enjoying doing such Sudokus during a live solve. It's superb because it gives a great sense of satisfaction to find them during solving. So we have 1, 6, 7, 8 here, and 3 and 5 here. So that's 2, 4, and 9. Okay, so let's continue with the thread of logic. We got the 8 here. Okay, the logic seems to have stopped at this point. Okay, 8 is in one of these two cells in column 3, right? 8 is either here or here. And now look at row 5. Where does the 8 go? 8 cannot be in these two cells because we have box reduction. 8 is in these cells, and 8 cannot be in these cells, so 8 goes in one of these two cells. Only two options for 8. Do we have more vivings? Oh, what am I doing? There's a 4 here, so this must be a 5, 9, right? So right away you could eliminate this. This would be a 5, 9 pair. So 5, 8, 9, 4, 6, and 7. So we need 1, 2, and 3. And if I look at this box, I've made a corner pencil mark of 9, which is getting eliminated. So that's not 9. So the 9 goes here. And let's continue with the 9s now. The 9 is removed from here. And okay, not any other removal. So look at this cell in row 3. This cannot be 2, so that is 1 and 3, because we have 4, 6. We have 5, 8, 9, and 7. So this would be 1 and 3. So we have a 1, 3 pair now. So that becomes a 2 now. That becomes 5. And the 5 in this cell, there is a corner pencil mark here, pushes the 5 here. And if you look closely, the 1 is in one of these two cells. That is going to set off a ring now, a ring of deduction. So the 5 gets pushed here, the 1 goes here, the 1 in this box goes here, and the 1 in this box goes here. Superb. This is really superb. And now because of this one, okay, we have to complete it, right? Give the final touches. So the 1 goes here, the 3 goes here now. Superb, superb. And I'm seeing a 4 also here, but before that, let's complete column 7. So there is a 7 here, 7 goes here, and the 7 in box 7 goes here. What a Sudoku, guys. So much fun. Tremendous Sudoku, I would say. One of the best I've solved in so much time. This is giving a lot of fun for some reason. So this 3 gives a 4 here. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 3. This box is completed. And we have a 2, 4 pair in column 1, and that is completed soon. Because of that 2, that becomes 2. And now maybe we can complete row 3 easily. So that is a 3. 1, 3, 4, 8, 6, and 9. So we need 2, 5, 7 in box 3. There is a 5, which would help you complete the box. So that's a 2, 7. And that becomes a 4 now. And the 7 gets pushed down. That's a 4. So 7 goes here. 6 goes here. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful Sudoku, really. Now we can quickly brush it off, I think. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 8. So we need 3, 4, 9. So we have a 9 in row 9. So that becomes a 9. That would be a 3, 4, which is instantly resolved. So that is a 3. That's a 4. And we have 3, 8, 9, and 1, 5, 6. So we need 2, 4, and 7. So that's a 2, 4. That's a 4, 7. So where do we look at now? Many juicy areas to look in the Sudoku. Look at row 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 8. So we need 3, 9. So that becomes a 3, 9 pair. And which allows us to make a triplet here. 6, 7, 9, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5. It is actually not a triplet, because you can straight away write the digits. Those are the only 3 digits in that row. So that's a 4, 5, 8. So 8 is not here. That's a 4 and 5. 4 is not here. That's a 5, 8. And now where do I see? Okay, 1, 4, 8, 2, 5, 7. So this would be a 3, 6, 9. 3 cannot go here. That's a 6 and 9. And now finishing column 3, we have 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 4, 9. So we need 7 and 8, right? So 7, 8, and 7, 8. and you have a 7 right near that cell, so that's a 8, it's a 7, and 6 8 is resolved now, that's 8, that's 6, 6 is removed from here, that's a 3 and a 9, oops, it's a 3 9. Okay, so let's look at this column, maybe 1 4 6 3 and 8, so we need 2 5 7 9, right? So 2 and 7 cannot go here, so that would be a 5 and a 9. Oh, I see a 4 here, which means this is not a 4. That gives me a 5 9 here. Let's see, 1 4 6 3 and 8. Okay, we have 2 5 here, so this would be a 7 9, and this would be a 2 5 and a 9 because you have a 7 here. Oh, we have a pair here in row 4. 1 2 8 4 and 7 we have a pair, 5 and 9, so which means this is not a 9 because you have locked 5 9 here, so that becomes a 3 6 to complete the row, and this 6 is beautifully giving us a digit, so which means that's a 3, that's a 6, that gives a 9, that gives a 3, and that 3 9 is resolved because of this 3, so that's a 3, that's a 9 9 5 9 5, nice. So 1 3 5 6 2 7 9, we need 4 and 8, so that's 4 8, and that would be a 4 8. 1 3 2 4 7 9, we need 5 6 8, and 6 cannot be here, 6 cannot be here, that is a 6, and this would be 5 8, which is instantly resolved, so that's a 5, that's 8, that's 4, that is 5, and column 4 is completed, that's 8, and we have 5, this 5 gives a 9 here, a 4 here, gives a 2 here, 2 7 is resolved, 2 7, that's a 4, and we can write these digits in a jiffy. 1 2 4 3 6 8, we need 5 7 9, that's a 5, that's a 7, and that's a 9, and with that we have completed this tremendous Sudoku by JoWovrin. Really beautiful Sudoku, guys, absolutely beautiful, and unless we remove these ones from these cells, we will go nowhere, I'm sure, because the intended step of the author is that the solver finds that 1 can be eliminated from row 3 column 3, row 3 column 7, row 7 column 3, row 7 column 7, and I instantly got that idea. The moment I marked those 3 cells could be ones, I got to know that 1 can be removed from one of those cells because I've seen a pattern similarly in previous Sudoku, and it was beautiful to find it again. And that one, the icing on the cake, you can say, was that gave rise to a Y-wing which was hidden really well in these cells, and we got this cell, and with that we continued the Sudoku, and it had a beautiful logical solve path. So hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this classic by JoWovrin. We hope to post more such videos in the future. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, give a like to the video, and share the video with your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.